Hello everyone, this is the update from last video about this audio interface. In the last video I tested the headphones and the main outs, and I already tested the inputs. Actually, this dusty audio interface, I made an experiment, a test, and I want to show you guys. This is new for me, though I think it's interesting. As I said, the purpose of this channel or about these videos are inspiring. I think for me it's moving around YouTube and watching some other people doing so much interesting stuff about their studios, about their home studio, or their gear, or speakers, or anything about the music industry. It is inspiring for me. So I wanted to give you some of that, guys. So this audio interface was broken from the USB input, so I fix it, and I explain it in my first video. You can see my messy work, and I said that I will be testing everything. I talked about my speakers. I have only one because I sent the other one to a workshop to be repaired. And yeah, moving on to the input. I tested input 1 with a Shure SM7B with my voice, and I tested input 2 with my guitar, Epiphone Les Paul, and I tested this one because it's the replacement from this one. And I wanted to test in Windows a software. Here it is. That is called VB. It's called Matrix Coconut. And the interesting thing about this, I know that in Mac OS operative systems, you can plug two interfaces together. You can clock them together without a Steve or ADAT plugin. So in Windows you cannot do that. It is a very complex job. You can use ASIO for all drivers, but they are unstable and there are a lot of high latency and issues, and the audio sounds awful. So I wanted to test this one that people says it's a good one, and I say myself it's pretty good. So you can see here the software, and I have this Reaper project. I work often in Reaper. I think it's fast, easy to understand, easy to work, fast to work with. So I recorded myself, as I said. Input 1, here it is. Well, I haven't named it, but this one is Shure SM7B, this one is guitar, and this one is another Fisher-Price microphone. You will be hearing it. But the main test and the important thing is that these two are one interface, and this one is the other one. I didn't test the fourth input, and this one is my reverb send. So yes, let's hear it. I had an issue in the last video about copyright things. So this one is a song. This is a Hozier song. It's called Unknown, from his last album, Unreal on Earth. I really love that album. I really love Irish music. So I used reed pitch to change, even though I played it in a lower key. I set this one up so I have no trouble. So it's just a tiny part of it, and here it is. I'm not a really I stopped playing guitar a few years ago, so don't judge me. If I take off the pitch, this is my speaker. So this is only guitar. This is raw, without any plugins, without any pitch shifting plugins. This is with the pitch shift and a compressor and a little radiator. So if I go back, you can hear. I'd swim like a fire, walked across the floor of any sea. This is the second interface. I set a room microphone a bit far from me, and this one is the Shure SM7B. I'd swam like a fire, walked across the floor of any sea. Ignore the vastness between all that can be seen and all that we believe. So I thought you were like an angel to me. So I will show you how this works. I mean, you can hear clearly that this audio interface was fixed. The inputs are fine, everything is fine, and you could see, and I tested myself, and I have my conclusion about it, and I could hear it live with my headphones, that this software is a very good one to clock two interfaces together. So the way this works, you can clock, you can have a lot of audio interfaces together, even Osio, you know, the SSL2 audio interface, the M Audio, the Behringer, and all of that. Focusrite, I think it uses Osio as well. You can clock together Windows devices, you can clock whatever you want, and you can clock with up to 256, with up to 512 inputs. It's a crazy thing about it. But the way this works, you must have one interface as your master, as your clock master. And you even can see the things you can do with the click. And it looks hard to understand this software, but once you understand it, I mean, barely, I think you can learn to do anything else with it. So you have to clock your first one. You have to sync as much as you can the sample rate with your master, at least. And here you don't have to move anything from here. And you have to add, just like this, you add your second interface. So your second interface clocks with the first one and syncs together. And then you must use the virtual Osio, and you can choose whatever you want of number of inputs you want. I chose the VASIO 8 because I don't need more than 8. I don't even have I don't even have 8 inputs. So next you must go here to routing grid, and with control click you can choose the out channel, and I chose the master channel, the UMC headphones and main outs. Here it is, and you choose here, you sync together. This is input 1, input 2 from the Behringer, input 1, input 2 from the M Audio, and you send them to a channel in the virtual ASIO. Since you've done that, you will see this. This means you have signal. You're sending your input to the output here, and then I mean you must make sure here, and even if you go to settings here in the software, you can see all these settings. Preferred main sample rate, buffering, internal clock. This is really important. I mean, I had really low latency. I am not I'm not needy of low latency. I mean, I had enough with that. 5.3 milliseconds, 10 milliseconds. So once you're here at Reaper, I mean, it's the same thing for any other DAWs, I think. You must go here to ASIO, to your general settings on ASIO, ASIO driver, ASIO, whatever, VB matrix, and you must select the one you had here, the one you set up, and it was the VASIO 8. Here it is. Once you've chosen your VASIO 8, you must, as any other interface, choose 1 to 4, first and last, or 1 to 8, whatever you're using. Even if you have VASIO 256, you can choose 1 to 256. There you go. Amazing. Credits and thanks to the one who created this, or the ones. So here, output range is the same thing. So you don't have to move anything of this, as you already chosen the right setup in the software. So once you've done that, okay, and you'll have here in your input the ones you want. So yeah, the interface works. The clocking together works. This software works, and it's a good one. So another good one. Sorry. And thanks for watching. Next will be I will be seeing a client in a few hours today, and maybe we'll test this software to record some interesting things. I'll maybe keep you updated. So, good one.